Where to now?
What an adorable chimera! It deserves a really sweet name. Any ideas? It's still so beautiful. It's good to see you. Come take a look. Want to see the treasure of Ides Elysii? Right here. Look closely. Isn't it just beautiful? That's right. You get it too, don't you? Sometimes you just feel so radiant, you can't help but stop in front of a mirror. All right. I wasn't kidding, though. The treasure is right here. This little lake, my own little world. Can I ask, do you like being by yourself? I do. Just staring at the lake by myself, gently swaying on the swing. My mind drifts far away, and by the time it comes back, I've already fallen asleep. Here in this village shrouded by the veil of Ebernite, dreams give wings to imagination. Children who grow up in Ides Elysii are born poets at heart. This sort of atmosphere is hard to come by, so let me share a story with you. Wonderful. You're so patient. Stories only shine when they have a listener like you. According to legend, within the hidden depths of Ides Elysii live a group of playful little fairies. The fairies, though hidden away from the world, dreamed of living like humans. They tried to hold a grand banquet, just as the villagers would. But one thing was missing: the most important person. They waited and waited, and then one day, footsteps echoed from the secret entrance. The fairies all pricked up their ears in excitement. Would you say the hero of our little story has their ears pricked up right now? Incredible! The hero has uncovered the essence of the world, and even spoken a line that's truly beyond expectation. But I must remind you, taking on the narrator's role is against the rules.
Chief, over here! It's really the hero! The hero that Rini found for us has finally arrived!
Oh, welcome, dear guest. I sensed you would come. When the wind chimes in the leaves rang for the 24th time, and the pink butterfly amidst the honey flowers took its 4th flight, I was certain. The honored guest who will save the Membrance Maze has finally come.
Chief, no! The guest is over there! That way!
Well, my memory's not the best, and my eyesight's a little fuzzy, but I never falter when it comes to doing the important stuff. Honored guest who will save the Membrance Maze, you've finally arrived.
Chief, over here!
My, what a cheerful scene! Already getting along so well with the fairies. No surprise, you shine no matter where you go. Chief, really, ma'am. It's been forever, but we're here, just as we said we would be. This is one of the characters in the story. An ordinary girl born in Ide Silicii. She just so happens to have the same name as me, and is every bit as pure and adorable. Cut me some slack. Making up a story on the spot is really hard. But I promise I'll make it up to you. I'll make your scenes as vivid and dramatic as possible.
It's only proper that I explain. Once more, I thank each and every honored guest. Thank you so much for coming to Membrance Maze to help the fairies rebuild our long-abandoned restaurant.
We want tasty, scrumptious food! We really do, ma'am! But we don't know how to cook. Heroes, we're begging you! The fairies are starving! And when they're hungry, they just want to destroy the world! Please help us! Save the Membrance Maze!
So that's the situation. For the sake of Amphorius, let's rebuild the restaurant together and grant the fairies their little wish.
At last! Oh, at long last! I have to tell the little ones that the fairies' restaurant is coming back at last!
Let me lead the way. Come on, I'll take you to see it. The little restaurant in the maze has a certain charm all its own. This way, this way! Everyone's already setting things up.
Everyone? Looks good.
Managing this place is bound to be full of endless, trivial responsibilities. Do you really intend to personally shoulder the leadership role?
I already accepted the invitation and arrived in the fairy's home, so it's only right that I personally see to things. Otherwise, by avoiding my duties, wouldn't I be merely posing as Imperator?
Whatever do you mean? It was just a few minutes ago that we were together.
He seems excited and wants to play the new friend game with everyone. Let's humor him. I believe they need no further introduction. Aglaya and Saritra are prominent figures with great expertise in managing teams.
Word had reached me that Cyrene found an excellent manager. Seeing you today, I must say, you do have a noble bearing. I, leader of the Akama Alliance, Imperator of the Holy City, shall serve as your restaurant supervisor. Should you have any questions about management, feel free to come and ask.
As for assembling the team, I planned ahead. If my timing is right, those two should be back any moment now.
Right on cue! We found lots of fairies willing to be waitstaff, and Trian's onboarding them as we speak.
The trial menu is ready too. Don't worry. These are all my best dishes. There won't be any issues.
Tribi, Trinan, Trian, responsible for our delivery service, and also great mentors for the team. And of course, Finan, our good friend who insists he's a fantastic cook. He's acting as the restaurant's provisional head chef.
Think I can only rustle up provisions? No way. I make proper, serious dishes. If you don't believe me, I'll show you what I can do. Right here.
The fairy waitstaff are all itching to start. No point in delaying. Time to test the results of everyone's training.
Oh, things are going even smoother than I expected. Since everyone's ready. All right, let's start the first day of operations. It's all up to you now, manager.
So yummy! Everyone's delighted. We really love it. Thank you.
I hereby declare the fairy restaurant's very first day of business has come to a perfect close. Of course, it must have been a breeze for you, right? Not going to say a few words? So formal. Perhaps you might just have some leadership potential.
However, if we want to offer the fairies a wider variety of dishes, our current range of ingredients is still quite lacking.
Absolutely! If we don't keep updating the menu, the guests will get tired of the same old dishes.
Oh, that won't be a problem. I foresaw this and hired 2 experts in agriculture and forestry. Though I must say, one of them took quite a bit of effort to convince. But in the end, it all worked out. They should be at the farm right now.
Glaya, you're amazing as always. All right, let's go take a look at the expert's work.
Professor Anaxa, can you truly solve the limited sunlight problem?
Refer to me as Anaxagoras, Hyacinth. A field trip is no excuse to disregard classroom discipline.
It's really them! Anaxa of the Seven Sages and Hyacinth of the Twilight Courtyard.
Firstly, call me Anaxagoras. Secondly, I have no interest in feeding small creatures. My assistant will take care of trivial chores.
Don't let the professor's cold demeanor fool you. When we first arrived, he was the most excited of all. He was going on and on. This is a miracle of alchemy. And then dove right toward those tiny critters. Honestly, I was worried he'd toss the fairies into a matrix right then and there.
I wouldn't go that far. At most, I take a few samples for research purposes.
That's probably not allowed either. I was talking so much that I almost forgot what you came here for. Gray, you're curious about the farmland, right? The professor just finished developing some crops perfect for the local environment. If you're interested, you can try planting some yourself. Now we just wait a day and the field will be full of ripe crops. Don't forget to harvest on time.
Given that these two are experts from the Academy of Reason, something this trivial should be no trouble at all for them. Ever since we arrived in the maze, it's been one thing after another. I'm feeling a little worn out. I'm starting to feel sleepy, too. I guess it's time to wind down. All right, we'll meet here again tomorrow.